Gentlemen, high school TCU Gymnasium for the season's junior varsity portion of tonight's contest between the visiting Triton Trojans and your Atkins. Like to meet the starters for the JV at this time for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Triton Trojans. A 5'11" freshman, a 6'2" sophomore, number 10, freshman, number 14, Kaden. A 6'4" junior, number 22, Barnhart. And 6'3" sophomore, number 24, Kaden. Trojans are coached by Taylor. And now the starters for your John Falcons. A 5'7" sophomore, number 4, Chase Lemler. A 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Ty Martin. A 6'2" sophomore, number 22, Joe Trent. A 5'10" sophomore, number 24, Marshall Platts. And a 6'3" sophomore, number 30, Varsity Kruger. The Falcons are coached by John DuPont. ladies and gentlemen, remember tonight, during the halftime of the varsity game, we will be giving out our Falcon Award. We do ask during halftime that you remain in your seats until the award is given, if at all possible. Thank you. team's third.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, happy holidays to you, your family, your staff, and everybody with the IHSAA. We are back to wrestling and bouncing balls and doing everything that we can because we're about a month away from some championships in winter sports, are we not?
We are. Right around the corner, we've got girls swimming, wrestling, and the girls basketball sectional series all start within the next month. So, as we've talked before, teams had Christmas break to get their teams tuned up and all their stuff in for the year, and they got to go, they got to get better, and they got to get ready for tournament time. Yeah,
you mentioned a girls pairing show will be here before we know it.
Yeah, will be. It'll be a couple weeks out, and we'll unveil those brackets, and everybody will be sitting there at their watch parties and just seeing what their tournament draw is going to look like. You know what? I love following the kids and the coaches and the teams across the state when it comes to our tournament pairing shows, just because it's excitement time. It's a time for gathering. Teams get together and watch you and your presentation, and absolutely we watch it on social media, and it's been incredible to watch the popularity of those drawing shows.
Oh, you're very kind. One of the things that we talk a lot about, obviously, are our student athletes. That's why we're in business. But we also, you coached, I coached. We'll spend a little time talking about coaches. Holidays are just wrapped up. That's going to be one of the last times that coaches in basketball will have any significant time with their family until the tournament's over. And everybody thinks they know how to coach. That's part of being a Hoosier. That's part of your DNA. If you're a Hoosier, you understand basketball. But you and I both know how much it takes to do these things behind the scenes. And there's no way that coaches get the credit that they so richly deserve.
No, they don't. And, I would tell you today that I sit in the seat that I sit in and get to do what I do because of a coach who took time in my life to mentor me, to challenge me, to teach me that I could be something that I didn't think I could be, found a little more of my game than I thought I could have. And, those memories and those things that coaches do for kids is just phenomenal. And they do it selfless. They're not in it for themselves. They're first of all, in most cases,
right.
They're teachers first. They're worried about the classroom, the first degree kids are going to get in their life, that high school education. And, I'm so thankful to do this in Indiana because we've got incredible coaches that care nothing more than about developing kids.
You make a great point in the sense that I often ask people to tell me who, besides their parents, was the most influential person in their lives and in their careers. And the overwhelming response is it was a teacher or a coach. And
no.
That's not by accident, for heaven's sakes.
No, it's not. And, I've always, you probably know this gentleman, but there's a guy out there in my life named Herb McPherson who coached me for 2 years. And Coach came to North Posey High School when I was a kid and helped me grow so much. And I'll be forever indebted to what he did. And, every time I see him, I thank him for what he's done for me as a human being. And there's certain people that you walk this life that you look at them, and it doesn't matter how long you've been away from them, but you still address them as coach. And I think that's such a term of endearment and what people mean to them.
It's an exciting time. I used to think as a college coach, the month of January was the longest month of my life. But I think in the high school realm, it's an exciting month because you have tournaments. You're getting ready for tournaments. You need to get your game better. You need to improve individually and collectively as you head into the greatest time of the year, which would be tournament time for those of us in the basketball world.
It is. And, it's so exciting. And you're exactly right, Coach. Preparation is here. It's time. And, teams they're going to suit them up and they're going to play. And there's so much on the line when they play those tournament games. If you play well, you move, you get to play the next day. But if you don't play particularly well that night, the season's over and you celebrate the successes of that season. And, it's a time of a lot of joy, but there's also heartache involved because, there's that special thing called high school basketball or high school athletics that just means so much to kids.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Hey, Dr. Jenner, what do you remember most about playing high school sports?
Oh, I loved it. I made friends and have memories I'll treasure forever. But what mattered most were the life lessons I learned in the soccer field.
Life lessons. Which are your favorite?
Just being part of a team. You learn so many valuable skills: collaboration, communication, work ethic. These are just some of the lessons that have helped shape the person I am to this day. I'm Dr. Kaden Jenner, Indiana Secretary of Education.
And I'm Paul Neidig, Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Join us in celebrating the 50th anniversary of Title IX and the opportunities it's provided female student athletes across this country, including here in Indiana.
Thanks to Title IX, generations of female student athletes have learned life lessons that will impact them for the rest of their lives.
And that is a legacy we're celebrating.
This is 50 years of Title IX. This is celebrating generations of female student athletes. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome everyone to another edition of Triton Trojans basketball. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart, Anna McIntyre, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Last season, these two teams squared off twice. The first game was an instant classic as it came down to the final moments. The second matchup in the Bi-County tournament, the game wasn't as close. Both these teams have started off the season with winning records, and they look to build off their great starts to the season. First up, the Falcons come in fresh off a win against New Prairie as they continue their success against conference opponents in the game last night. Perfection is what you can describe the way these young men have played this season. They move the ball well, they really dictate the flow of the game, and impose their will in all facets of the game. They average 55 points per game on offense and use their potent defense, holding opponents to under 42 points per game. Travis Hanna in his 15th season has his team playing extremely well this season, and he has his group playing strong. Glenn is favored in this one by 15, and this is where we found this on John Harrell's prediction. Now for Jason Groves and the underdog Triton Trojans. After winning a game on the road at the Berry Bowl, the offense wasn't producing, and the game wasn't going quite their way. However, this battle-tested group of Trojans showed maturity and mental prowess by finding their way to win and adjusting the situation to find success. Triton has had their ups and downs this season as the senior-laden group is working hard to get better each game. This team has the talent and can rotate with plenty of depth. We do know they can put up points in a hurry, they can adjust on the fly. But tonight, and they can create chaos on the floor as well to work on their revenge. But tonight, can they put it all together? Who's going to be that voice on the floor, off the floor, on the bench against this very good team tonight here on the road? Kenny, we got to watch that game against the Berry Bowl. That was not the Trojan offense we're used to seeing. But however, the defense, like Jason said, really stepped up and played extremely well.
Yeah, they held them, 30 points or something like that, and also back for them, Logansport did play a pretty good defense to get them. So coming off that extra extended Christmas break, that was kind of a tune-up game because and having this good game here tonight. The other side of it, Glenn, having that game last night had to take a little bit out of them, have a back-to-back game, but Glenn has always been a conditioned team, so they're going to be ready for it. And not putting against the New Prairie team, that team has been a struggling team.
And for Glenn, the lowest point total in the season is 42 points. Every game this season, but one, they've put over 50 points per game. This is a group that's extremely good. Of course, the big man in the middle, Bryson Hanna, is going to be their big dog. Silas Kaser, another guy who we saw hit that final last-second shot. He's not afraid to shoot big in big moments, but they've got a nice crew of guys behind them that play extremely well, play a lot of minutes, but this is a group that can really rotate, and we see Coach Hanna really bring those guys in and out, kind of like what Jason does for our guys.
Yep.
So, there's a lot of similarities between the two teams. Of course, the biggest difference is size. How the Trojans cleaned the glass well against a team that was kind of similar to their size on Tuesday night. But tonight, they're not as big.
Yep.
They're going to have to find the moments where they can adjust and play big.
And you're sitting there naming off some of these names. These are names we've heard, last year, a couple years now. So they've bthen playing freshmen, sophomore. They've got that experience stepping in, juniors and seniors.
And and the big thing for me is going to keep an eye on, and then Anna's on if she's got the right color of drink. The big thing for me, I guess, Anna, tonight is you got to get it started in a hurry. You cannot wait. You cannot have a sloppy first quarter. You have got to have a first quarter where you're going to put up double digits. And I'm not talking 10 points. You got to be around that 13 to 15-point range because that's what John Glenn averages. That's how they beat these teams. They get going in a hurry in those first two quarters, and they just really explode past that point.
And they've got multiple guys of 6'3", 6'4", and we've only got one, Kaden Graham, who's 6'5". Well, says he's 6'5". I don't know about that, but he's the tallest we have, and they've got multiple different tall tall guys who can play high post, low post. They can play any position on the court.
And, and this is a team that, like I said, rebounds, they average about 24 rebounds per game as far as, according to Max Preps, as far as, and I don't think that number is quite right, but you see guys there, like you look at Porter and Dolinsky, guys who average around 8 points a game. This is a group that can score fast and furious, and they get out in a hurry early because they can defend the lead. That's one thing that Glenn does extremely well. They get out, they continue to produce, but they defend the lead extremely well.
Right.
Triton cannot get themselves beat down.
Yep.
If it doesn't work out, find a way to make it work.
They can't have that slow start that they've had here a couple different times, taking that 2 minutes to get things clicking and getting that first basket.
And like I said, can't take your time. It's the same thing that Kobe Bryant always used to say. There's a brick wall there. You ain't going to go through it, but you can go up over it. You can go to the side and go under it and go either way. Find a way around the wall, and I think the Trojans have got to do that here in this first quarter to really get the game started off well. So up next, two top 10 teams in their respective classes face off. Who wants some more? Find out next as the Trojans take on the Falcons from the TCU gym here in John Glenn High School. Up next, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
This was TCU Gymnasium for this evening's varsity boys matchup between the visiting Triton Trojans and your John Glenn Falcons. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. The use of language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. At this time, we ask everyone to rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Your hands together next to the senior, number 12, Joe Dolinsky. 6'4" junior, number 14, Bryson. And the 6' senior, number 24, John.
Starting lineups out there for both teams. For the Trojans, Cole Shively, Bruce Johnson, Tyson Yates, Cole McKinney, and Ashton Oviedo manning the floor. Silas Kaser, Bryson Hanna, Joe Dolinsky, Jack Porter, and Noah Dribelis, the 5 out there for the host Falcons. Hanna and Shively get ready to tip it off. As the 6-1 Trojans get ready to take on the 10-0 Falcons. We're underway here. Kaser with the basketball. He'll let the offense take shape as he directs traffic. Working left, picks up his dribble, works it on over to Dolinsky. Dolinsky back to Kaser, down to Hanna, big man up, and gets the bank to open. Glenn strikes first. Trojans need to answer right back right here. Yates now past the half-court line, goes to Shively on the left side. Yates gets the handoff, works back up top, goes to McKinney here on the right wing. Oviedo down the middle, pull-up jumper in the lane, puts it up and can't get the roll. Rebound goes to Silas Kaser. Kaser in transition. Kicks on the Jets, puts on the brakes, right back in. So work it around to the corner. Goes to Porter on the far side.
That's one thing down here, Trojans, they cannot do a one and done. They need to get a rebound if they got a missed shot.
Dolinsky, corner 3 off the mark. But here comes Jack Porter with the big offensive board, and he'll draw the foul and go to the line for 2. So we'll see our first trip to the charity stripe.
Andy, like I told you the other night, I've never heard it called that.
I'm going to give you homework assignments.
Okay.
Well, she's an intern.
She's an intern, yes, true. We're going to give her, maybe I ought to start giving her homework. Porter connects on the first one. It's a big thing for the Trojans, don't panic right here. Go down, execute, but like you said, they got to get those second, they got to have more than just a one and done shot, I think. Porter connects, and the Falcons start off with a 4-0 lead. McKinney up top, the key. Hanna staying with him. On to Yates on the right wing. Throws it away, and Oviedo tries to keep it. Somehow keeps it alive, but Case intercepts. Up to Dolinsky. Up, the transition basket is good. And a timeout for Coach Groves, very unhappy with his team.
Yeah, he could see it right. They got to get focused and get going.
Like I said, it's going to be how you come out in this first quarter is going to dictate how the game's going to go.
Yes.
I think if they start panicking, John Glenn will pick right up on that and bury them alive.
You know, and like I said, this is a Glenn team who's only had a handful of close games. Elkhart was a 4-point game. Looking down, the next one, East Noble, was a 6-point game. So this is a team that gets out in front in a hurry and watching their film. This first and second quarter, they dictate. They go in the halftime locker room and say, all right, boys, put on cruise control. Keep the hammer down for a little bit, but then just play with the lead. And this is a group that can play with the lead. But these Trojans, will see how much they've learned. Now, a season ago, the Trojans were the team that got out in front.
Yes, took off and got going really
good. Going early. So now they have to answer back.
Because it was kind of a shock and awe. They was not expecting it and just took right off.
Oviedo goes to McKinney up top, goes to Yates on the far side. McKinney patient. Yates will try the dribble drive. Spin move, we're going to get a travel call. And the Trojans turn it over.
Yeah, second turnover.
Kaser will bring it up. And the Falcons to go again. This end of the floor have not left each time on offense with points. Porter for 3. Can't get that one to go. Tipped up around. We're going to get an over and back call. Over the back foul, rather, on the Falcons.
Foul's going to be on number 12, Joe Dolinsky. That's his team's first. I thought Kenny was doing that.
You're up here.
You're up here. We're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna make you work,
Okay.
especially after you got the wrong color drink to start the game off. We've had this conversation
twice, and I didn't realize it until after I had walked away with it.
Well, I'm just glad you realized it. Oviedo now on the left wing, works to the screen right. Here comes Bryson. Hannah knocks it away. The big man takes off. Here comes McKinney. Hannah up and in. Stealing the basket for them. And the Falcons are flying high here in this first quarter. Oviedo back to McKinney. Johnson. To Shively. He'll lose it, and the Trojans turn it over.
Yep. Yeah, this is exactly the start that we said that Triton cannot have.
This John Glenn team, 20 wins a season ago. As Hannah works down the left wing, back on top. 3-point away for Dribbless, up and in. Wins in double digits. A team that averages about 14 points per quarter in the first. Oviedo now on the right side. He'll drive to the middle. Working against Dolinsky, and we're going to get a foul call. That's on Dolinsky. That's his second.
Fouls on number 12, Joe Dolinsky. That's his second, team second.
Joey Shue will check in, the 6'3 sophomore. That could be big for the Falcons with Dolinsky, but they're a pretty deep team. See what the Trojans do here. McKinney will try a three. Puts it in, Cole McKinney. And the Trojans finally on the board. Lifted the lid. See what they can do here on defense. Kaser goes to Porter. Down to Shue in the corner. And up top the key. The high post goes, kicks out. Driveless throws it away, and Porter will just take the over and back call. And the Trojans will take over. That's the second turnover for the Falcons. And you can't forget, Cole McKinney can shoot.
Yeah, I was going to say, he has had a few games here recently. Yeah, he's been good defense, but he just has not got that offensive spark going. So this might be one of those games Glenn may be pulling away from him and not be looking at him. He could kind of take over.
Pass too high, Yates can't corral it. Kaser keeps it alive. The Falcons take it over. Case with the left hand, up off the glass and good. On to Shively. On to Oviedo here on the near side, working against them. They're going to get a blocking foul on the Falcons.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Noah
Driveless.
That's his first, team's third.
So Yates gives it to Shively. Gets it right back. The offense has got to get going here. Oviedo thought of a nice job. Nice defense there by Driveless to pull it off the runner by Oviedo. Short of the mark off the front rim. Yates in traffic. Kicks out. Bruce Johnson for three. Can't get down to go. Here comes Cole Shively. Gets the offensive board. Oviedo with the up fake. Drives again. Kicks out to Yates in the corner. Yates will drive now against Kaser. Goes up strong and blocked. We're going to get a foul call.
Fouls on number 3, Silas Kaser. That's his first, team's fourth.
Hannah not happy
I think
with his post defense.
I think Coach Groves talked some sense in him that they need to be down rebounding because they're not going. If they're not down there, they're just going to steal that and take off there.
So Yates gets Trojans' first free throw in for the evening.
Rattles it in. Those free throws are going to be huge if the Trojans want to stay in this one. Kaser gets by, might have been a reach on Johnson, missed, but there goes Driveless up and in. Yates now at the basketball, working back here near side. On top gives it to McKinney. Hannah stuck with him at the high post. On to Shively, kicks out. Cole McKinney straight away. He'll try another three. Oh, can't get it again. Denied there on the rollout. Kaser with the basketball. In transition, going to take it himself, goes up and in. And the Falcons open up to a 12-point lead. Yates down the left side. Goes to Oviedo, working against Hannah. Oviedo doubled now, trapped in the corner, trying to throw it off the leg. Kaser takes it away, up and over to Hannah, and Hannah gets fouled.
Foul's going to be on number 20, Cole Shively. That's his first, team second.
And Kaden Graham will check in for Oviedo. The Trojans here just need to kind of band together.
They need to watch a little bit of that game I was at last night.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. We watched Jackson. I watched that when we were preparing for this one. Kaser down the right wing, back on top to Porter. Back to Kaser, feeds the big man down low. And the corner kicks it out. We're going to get another foul on the Trojans.
Foul's on number 20, Cole Shively. That's his second, team's third.
So Cole Shively now with 2 fouls, and Connor Large will have to check in. Hannah hands off to Kaser in the corner. Kaser up top, retreats back. Yates staying with him. Here goes the countdown. Works to the screen left. Kaser stop and go. Goes the runner up and gets the friendly roll.
Yeah, you can tell they can just get those balls to just drop in where we're getting them rolling around and out.
McKinney up top the key. Goes to Johnson on the left wing. Back to McKinney in the corner. Trying to feed Connor Large, and will get a foul call on the Falcons.
Foul's going to be on number 20, Joe Dolinsky. That's not right. Joey Shue. His first, team's fifth. Sorry.
It's okay. I combine names at some point.
There's 2 Joes and Joey, so.
Oh, hey. Jack Porter takes that one away as he'll take off in transition, feeding Kaser. Kaser up, catch, can't get that one to go. Connor Large with the rebound. McKinney working with Bryson Hannah. Yates now waiting Johnson to McKinney. He'll try a 3 at the hand in his face. Can't get that one to go up off the top of the backboard. No good.
Yeah, Trojans just 1 of 4 behind the line and just have not got a 2-point field goal to drop yet. Glenn is 7 of 8 on 2-pointers and 1 of 2 behind the arc.
Shue goes down to Hannah, back on top, tipped by Tyson Yates. Yates takes off, cruise control, up and in. Kaser now past the half-court line. Works with the screen from Hannah. Gives it right back. Inside a minute to go. Hannah drops down. They're going to get a charge call on the big man. Kaden Graham draws the charge.
We need our Kaden sound effect. Where's the Kaden Atkins sound effect?
Hey, that's on Orion.
Come on, Orion.
You know I forgot all about that.
That's the 9th charge taken by these Trojans this season. Yates works up past the half-court line. He's it for McKinney. On top to Connor Large. Goes now to Yates. McKinney patrolling the baseline on top to Johnson. Gets all the way up from the screen and can't get in and out. That's 2 3-pointers for the Trojans that have rattled in and out.
Yeah, this remodeled gym's just not working for him.
Not here tonight.
It's a very nice setup.
Kaser goes back to Porter on the right wing. Porter now works with the screen to Dribbles in the corner. Out the up fake. He'll drive now. Kick out. Kaser for 3. Too strong off the mark. Connor Large gets the rebound, and that'll do it for the first quarter. The Trojans trail 19-7.
Our graphics taking a little long to get updated, so we'll just read them off here quick. Like I say, the Trojans just 1 of 3 on 2 points. 1 of 5 behind the arc and have made both of the free throw attempts. Glenn, 7 of 8 2-point attempts, 1 of 3 on their threes, and also made both of their free throw attempts.
You know, we talked about in the pregame, that first quarter was going to be key if the Trojans want to have a chance to win this basketball game. Yeah, you look on the board, 12 points, but that's got to be like driving from Bourbon to Bloomington on the scoreboard for these guys, because that's how good this John Glenn team is.
Yeah, you think you're going to get that just, 2 or 3 baskets, you're going to be back in it. Well, they're going to get another basket or 2 while you get yours.
I think for the Trojans, and this is just me, and I think you come in the second quarter, you cannot trade blows. At this point, you've got to find a defensive stop. You can't trade baskets. You can't have empty trips on the offensive end. But you got to find a way to – someone's got to step up and be that voice out there on the floor, because these guys are going quiet, and you can't go quiet this early in the ball game, especially against a tough team like Glenn.
Yeah, I think there needs to be more communication between – I mean, I've heard some of the guys talk and be like, hey, you need to be here, like watch your back. But I think if the more they talk, the better that they're going to be on offense and on defense.
So Oviedo, Connor Large, Johnson, Graham, Yates, the 5. Driveless. Shoe, Kaser, Porter, and Hannah the 5 for the Falcons. Bruce Johnson nails a 3 from the corner. And Triton comes out firing here in the second. Here comes the double team on Hannah. Back to Oviedo. Almost got in the way of that one. Kaser waits for Porter on the right wing. Hannah has to track that one down. The big man with some nice dribble moves goes in the corner for Driveless, up, off the mark. Bruce Johnson might have got a piece of that one. Yates patrolling down the floor, goes to Kaden Graham. Transition 3 on the way, puts it in! And a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. And Travis Hannah sees trouble and calls the timeout.
Like I said, Bryson Hannah, he's one of their 6'3" players, and he can play up and he can play down. He can play anywhere on the court.
But as I just said, you cannot trade blows. They need a defensive stop, and they got one down here, went right back down and efficient on offense on their first few trips.
And the biggest thing is, that both of them were threes. Was struggling there, trying to get some of those to drop. Even that Logansport game, struggling to get those to drop. So if we can get these and gets open on that perimeter, that's either going to make those or it's going to draw them out, maybe get some more room inside to work.
And now you got to be ready on that perimeter, because I guarantee Travis Hannah's down there telling these guys, you got to run off those shooters on the three-point line. We know they can shoot threes. Make them beat us in the post. And you got to believe the Falcons are going to adjust and really come out to that three-point line now. How you doing up there on the crow's nest there, boss man?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
it doesn't fall off the wall.
Well, I think if you do fall, you'll be caught. I think you should be okay. Although remember, send me the camera so we can catch it on camera. Get a lot of hits for the channel that way. Oh my. So Kaser now brings it up the floor for the Falcons. Goes to Porter. And we're going to get a foul, I believe, on the Trojans. Hannah hits the ground.
Yates was fighting through a pick.
That's not an easy guy to knock over. I'm just saying.
I know, Andy.
I was going to say, you know from personal experience.
That foul's on number 24, Tyson Yates. His first, team's fourth.
So Hannah working now, kicks out. Gets it right back in the low block. Leads strong, goes up and in. Kaser's going to go full court with Tyson Yates and see if he can knock it away, and does. But it'll stay right here with the Trojans.
There's the whistle.
There's the whistle to focus up. Hands off to Yates, or hands off to Oviedo. Graham down the left side. Feeds Johnson, nice cut, and gets fouled hard by Porter. That was a good back cut, good find. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff you want to see these guys. They're responding well here in this second quarter.
That foul's going to be on number 24, Jack Porter. That's his first, team seventh.
So that'll be a plus for the Trojans now, bonus the rest of this second quarter.
Johnson hits that one. Braylon Smith getting ready to check in. He'll come in for Porter. And Braylon Smith, a guy who's he's a rotational guy off the bench. We saw him play in the JV game last year as a sophomore. This is a guy who's extremely fast on the floor, very hungry for the basketball, handles it well as Johnson misses that second free throw. Like I said, Hannah can go pretty deep in that bench. He's got plenty of players that he can throw out there. Kaser up top the key. Shu trying to get position on Connor Large down low, calls for it, kicks it out to Kaser. Now it goes down to Hannah. Here comes the double team. Drive was thought about it. Nice closeout defense by Johnson. Smith with it. Goes to Kaser. On to Smith. The Trojan defense switching well. Kaser drives in the paint, goes with the runner on the contested, and Kaden Graham reaches out those long arms and gets the rebound. Into Yates, he'll go baseline. Goes through, and Smith will knock it out of bounds as it was intended for Bruce Johnson.
I think that was one of Glenn's longer possessions before they even took a shot.
You know, and there was times that their shooter had a chance, but the Trojans defense really got there in a hurry. Yates on the left wing. Goes to Connor Large in the corner. Now to Oviedo, fadeaway jumper on the way, can't get the roll, and a foul call on the Trojans.
Foul's on number 22, Bruce Johnson. That's his first, I think. Is that his first?
Yes.
Yeah, team's fifth.
And Cole McKinney will check in for Bruce Johnson. Case will start about three-quarter court and bring it up. Goes to Driveless. Hannah calls for it, the big man, backing down Kaden Graham. Feeds Shu, but Connor Large to contest it. And we'll get a foul call on the Trojans.
Foul's on number 33, Connor Large. That's his first, team's sixth.
The Falcons have been there tonight, one trip. They were perfect on that trip. And the first missed free throw for them. And he'll hit the second. Leads up to 8. Trojans have got to stay efficient here. Back to McKinney. On to Large. Kaden Graham will try to drive through, and he'll get tripped up. And a foul call coming on the Falcons.
Foul's on number 20, Joey Shu. That's his second, team's 8th.
Shouldn't he be shooting free throws?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So Kaden has not been to the free throw line tonight.
Although he commented on the chat earlier in the JV game.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
He was watching.
Off the front iron, no good. Second missed free throw for the Trojans. Hannah calling out the offensive set. Kaser relaying it past the half-court line. Goes to Smith, back on top to Kaser. Down to Hannah. The Trojans, every time he gets it, watch, here comes the double team.
There's almost a triple for just a second.
Travis want to go to Smith there. He will find him in the corner. He'll try a three. Off the mark. Connor Large gets the rebound tipped from Kaden Graham. McKinney up to Graham. Goes to Oviedo. Back to McKinney on the right wing.
Oh, nice.
McKinney with the nice move. Banks closed. Kaser takes off in transition. Retreats back in the short corner there. Goes back on top to Smith. Cross court. Driveless. Receives the skip pass. Goes right back to Hannah on top of the key. Hannah, kick out. Goes to Kaser. And I like the defense the Trojans are throwing at Bryce and Hannah. They're trying to wear down the big man. Kaser drives. Goes in the corner to Smith. Back to Driveless. And it calls for on the right wing. Kaser, pull-up jumper from the elbow. Off the mark. Tipped around. Tyson Yates gets the rebound. Yates puts on the brakes. Lets the offense get down there. On the right wing, he'll go against Kaser. Fadeaway's not there. And I think we're going to get a travel call.
Yeah,
Joe Traplouis will check in.
Yeah, they kind of had that whole left side all overloaded just to let Yates almost right into that basket, but then the wall showed up and couldn't get rid of it.
And it got built in a hurry.
Yeah.
Traplouis checks in, and Porter will check in for the Falcons.
Oh, tech support from Bloomington just gave us an alert.
Porter, pull-up jumper from the high post, up off the mark. Goes out of bounds, and the Trojans get it back.
As it was pointed out, we don't have 61 fouls.
That'd be a record in the first half. Yates now past the half-court line. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the first half. They trail by 8. Student section getting noisy here to my left. Oviedo now top the key. Thought about the up fake. Got Kaser lead. Tipped by Kaser again. Oviedo somehow tries to keep it alive. Cole McKinney comes in. I think we're going to jump ball call, and it belongs to the Falcons. Speaking of the last time we were here, the tech support from Bloomington had to got some conversations talked to by some men wearing badges about where he needs
to. That's a good way to put it.
Yep.
Men wearing badges.
And I remember, too, we had to have these doors open to our right because it was pretty warm in here.
It was hot in here. So we got worried because they thought about the humidity on the floor.
Yep.
Porter down the corner, works with the screen, gets it tipped away by Yates. Traplouis there to get a hold of that one. Traplouis with the basketball, goes on over to Porter. He'll get it right back and works with the screen. Anna calling out to play. Kaser trying to tell his players where to go. The set's developing slow. Back to Kaser, he'll drive. Retreats back, goes to Traplouis. Down to Hannah. Feeds it back. Shoe with the nice backdoor cut. Yates down at the basketball. He'll bring it up. Kicks it over to McKinney on top of the key. Goes to Connor Large on the left wing. Finds Oviedo. He'll stop. Double there. Had Caden Graham open here on the near side. McKinney can't find him. Goes to Oviedo in the corner. Oviedo skip pass to Caden Graham. Three-pointer on the way. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Yates, but he'll step out of bounds. Wasn't much he could do there because Porter was riding with him through the air, and he didn't have anywhere to really step with those feet when he came down that rebound. Kaser leads his Falcons down here inside a minute to go in the first half. They lead by 10. The undefeated Falcons playing strong this first half like they have all season. But the Trojans only holding them 5 points thus far in this second quarter alone. They're going to get a jump ball call, and the Trojans get it back.
I think they're a little quick on calling that jump ball just to get all that momentum stopped before somebody gets hurt. Because they've been really aggressive every time there's been that jump ball.
Shively and Bruce Johnson will check in. Of course, Cole Shively with those 2 fouls has got to be careful here. On to Oviedo. 35 seconds to go. McKinney's going to work with him up the floor. Kaser with a nice defense against McKinney.
Yep,
here comes the trap. Feeds Yates. Good feed there. Yates retreats back. Goes to Oviedo. Trying to hold for that final shot. Kaser's going to start the countdown. Here comes the double team in the trap. Goes to Bruce Johnson. Swarming defense by the Falcons. Goes to Yates. Goes up off the glass and puts it in. Tyson Yates with a nice drive for the Trojans. Kaser now inside 5 seconds. pushing it up the floor. Goes in the middle. Did it last year. Can he do it again? Off the mark at the end of the first half. Triton trails by 8.
They played really good defense that last like 30 seconds. Just swarming. That's all it takes.
And like I said, that second quarter, the Trojans only put up 9 points. However, holding the Falcons to 5. But you got to believe they're going to come out of that half-court locker room fired up and ready to go.
So it's been taking a little longer to get our graphic updated. So
I think they're going to do a special presentation here at halftime, a Falcon Award or something.
Yeah, they said they wanted everybody
so
there.
Try to get that on there.
Yep. Still taking a bit to get.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
Take her away.
Nope, I got that. We'll get the this presentation in. I might just throw up their mic.
So we'll go ahead and we'll be back. We'll have the stats up there during halftime, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
At this time, we'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's presentation of the 2021 Falcon Award. The Falcon Award was created to honor distinguished service to the John Hood Community School Corporation. The original Falcon Award was presented to John Haynes 20 years ago in 2000, and along with John, many incredible people have been honored to receive this award throughout the year for their outstanding service. The John Hood High School Athletic Department is pleased to announce that the recipient of the 2021 Falcon Award is Mrs. Teresa Russell. Since 2005. Besides her normal duties as corporation nurse, Teresa can be seen most evenings working in high school, middle school, or elementary schools for extracurricular events. Mrs. Russell has done the following duties over her years for the John Glenn School Corporation. Operating the scoreboard at all 4 buildings for volleyball games, operating the scoreboard at Walkerton Elementary School, North Liberty Elementary School, and Erie Middle School. Sold tickets at almost all events at John Glenn High School, including tonight. Plays the piano to accompany choirs at concerts, contests, solo and ensemble, and the John Glenn Educational Foundation Gala. Mrs. Russell was also part of the band boosters. On behalf of the John Glenn Athletic Department, administration team, and school board of trustees, we would like to thank Mrs. Russell for her hard work and dedication to the school and all our students. Please join us again in a round of applause for our 2021 Falcon Award recipient, Mrs. Teresa Russell. There will be a reception in the teacher's lounge across from the cafeteria. We invite all who want to congratulate Mrs. Russell to come join us.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hey Carrie, you know how we like to say that high school sports are the purest form of amateur sports?
Pure spirit, pure sport. That's Indiana high school athletics.
Well, I learned something the other day that further proves that.
I'm interested. Tell me more, Chris.
Well, we all know what amateur means, but do you know the root of its meaning? It means for the love of.
Wow, you're right. That really does reinforce the idea that high school sports are the purest form of sport.
Fans, I'm IHSA Assistant Commissioner Chris Kaufman.
And I'm Assistant Commissioner Carrie Rosati.
If you want to watch sports in their purest form, get a ticket and go support your high school sports teams.
Everyone there, from the players and coaches to the fans and officials, they're there simply for the love of the game.
Pure spirit.
Pure sport.
This is pure spirit. This is pure sport. This is your IHSAA.
It's hard to believe that in 1972, fewer than 300,000 girls played high school sports in the U.S.
It's true. Today, more than 3 million girls play high school sports, and it's all thanks to Title IX.
When Title IX passed 50 years ago, it created a level playing field for women and girls in high school athletic programs. I'm Sandra Walter, a proud Brookville Greyhound.
And I'm Carrie Rosati, a proud Roncalli Royal. We're both Assistant Commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
We're also former athletic directors, so we understand the impact that high school sports have on the lives of teenage girls.
And how Title IX has paved the way for generations of female student athletes across the country, including right here in Indiana.
Playing high school sports opens doors for girls on the playing field and beyond.
We're both living proof that when girls are given the chance to play, they're given the chance to thrive.
This is empowerment. This is opportunity. This is your IHSAA.
It's so good to have high school sports fans back in the stands this year, isn't it?
I couldn't agree more. We've missed their cheers, their energy, their spirit, and their support.
When you buy a ticket to high school athletic events, you're not only supporting your school's athletic department, you're also supporting your school's second classroom.
That's because the court, the gym, and the pool are where student athletes learn valuable life lessons that will guide them the rest of their lives.
From teamwork and time management to responsibility and respect, I'm Brian Lewis, a proud Jasper Wildcat.
And I'm Robert Falkins, a South Bend LaSalle Lion. We're both Assistant Commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
We're also both educators, so we know firsthand that high school sports aren't just about winning and losing. They're about learning and growing, too.
So, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and support the education of teens in your community.
This is supporting your school. This is supporting your community. This is your IHSAA.
Commissioner Neidig, can I have a quick word?
Of course, Governor. What can I do for you?
Well, I just want to say thank you.
For what, sir?
For your service.
Well, Governor, you're welcome, and you know that I'm incredibly passionate about what we do at the IHSAA.
Oh, I do, and I share your passion. Without the IHSAA, we'd be without something incredibly important to our state's culture and to me, the boys and girls basketball state tournaments.
Without Hoosier Hysteria, Indiana just wouldn't be Indiana, would it?
You're absolutely right, it wouldn't. And after all these years, I still can't seem to prepare myself for the excitement of the tournaments.
Governor, the only way you could prepare for Hoosier Hysteria is by getting your ticket.
Paul, you know I'll be the first in line.
Nobody does basketball like Indiana. This is high school basketball. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Glenn leads here 24-16 at halftime, about a minute 10 away. Kenny, if you're Coach Groves, what do you think that half-court locker room was like?
You know,
half-court?
I'm sorry, halftime locker room.
It could have been just like one of the games last year. I remember exactly what it was. But Triton was struggling that first half. And Groves personally told us after the game, he goes, I walked in the locker room like nothing was wrong. everything was fine, and just put the game plan together. And I don't remember the outcome, but he goes, I think they actually did come out and won that game.
I think it was Tippecanoe Valley.
And it was kind of hilarious because he said everybody was so ready to get basically chewed out. And he goes, I just went as business as normal.
Now, as a dad, my dad, that's what he did. He never yelled. When he did, you better pay attention. However, when he didn't say anything, you want him to tell you what you did wrong because you know you screwed up.
Yeah,
it's like he's killing you with the silent treatment.
Yes. Exactly. Okay, now for you, what do you think the locker room was like for Coach Hannah? I mean, his Falcons kind of struggled in that second quarter. What do you think it was like for those guys in the locker room?
You know, I don't really know.
Don't really know.
I should ask my dad. Coach Hannah coached my dad.
I'm just saying. I mean,
I should have studied.
You just should have studied.
But I think it was more that defense in the last 30 seconds that they had was the best defense they've played all game, and I think he wants them to play just like that. Well, not exactly like that, but somewhat like that.
So both starting fives out there for both teams. Dolinsky back in. Kaser, Driveless, Porter, and Hannah the 5 for the Falcons. Yates, Johnson, Shively, Oviedo, and McKinney the 5 for the Trojans. Kaser up top the key. Trying to direct traffic. Oviedo staying right with him. The countdown started. Goes on over to Driveless in the left wing. Up top to Porter. Goes back to Driveless. Tries to feed it down, but McKinney kicked it away. Kaser to inbound. Goes to Hannah. Gets the handoff from the, I thought he was going to get the handoff from the corner. Works with the screen. Wanted to feed. Nice job by Oviedo to shut it off. Porter now on the right wing. Goes to Hannah up top. Cole Shively on him. Kaser now pacing the Trojan defense. Hanging with him. Dolinsky now on the far side corner. Kaser on the high post, drives and retreats back to the corner. Trying to get Bryson Hannah freed up. The Trojans closing on him every time.
I say, you watch Cole Shively. He had to work with his cattle earlier this week for his 4-H cattle because he is just pushing and shoving and leading.
That or wrestle with his brother, either one.
Wrestle with his brother and break his foot.
That wasn't what happened.
Hey, that could be the story, though.
No, it's not. Hannah now on the baseline. Jumper's on its way. Dolinsky with the putback. Can't get it to go. Tipped away. Oviedo leaves it for Johnson. Hannah knocks it out of bounds. And the Trojans get it back. That was a big defensive stand. However, you're looking at a minute and a half just came off
that's why I was
the
just
clock right
see
there.
How much time we just killed from that opening.
That was a very long possession.
Oviedo on the right wing. Dolinsky hanging with him. Goes on top to McKinney. Yep. Knocked away. Kaser all by himself. Coast to coast up and in.
Coast to coast. That's a new one.
You haven't heard that. You're going to get assignments.
Maybe like an old game, but I haven't heard it this season.
Oh, my. McKinney now on the high post. Leaves it for Yates. Back to McKinney. Shively was by himself on the baseline for a moment. Yates up top the key. McKinney's three-pointer on the way. Can't get down to go back iron. Rebound to Kaser. Kaser past the half-court line. Sends Porter away. Working against Oviedo. Step back. Goes to Dolinsky. Three-pointer from the left wing. Back iron, no good. McKinney boxing out for the rebound. And a foul call, I think, on the Falcons.
Yep, that foul's on number 10. No dribbleless. There we go, I got it. His second, team's first.
This is how I thought they pronounced it earlier, so we'll go with it. Here comes Porter. Tries to feed it down. He got rushed on that one. Nice job for the hustle play for Driveless. Getting to Kaser. Down to Hannah. Hannah in transition. Banks open and one opportunity coming for the Falcons.
That foul's going to be on number 22, Bruce Johnson. His second, team's first.
So Hannah has not been to the line yet. But he makes it count.
You get that they call it free throws for a reason. Everybody but Shaq. Oviedo on the right wing. Back on top to McKinney. These are for Yates. Trojans looking for their first basket here in the second half. Shively fights through, can't get the roll. Kaser with another big board. Kaser takes off. Oviedo hits the deck. Driveless with the up fake. Drives, kicks out to Dolinsky. He'll go baseline, goes up strong. Nice adjustment. Can't get it to go. McKinney fighting for it, but they're hanging with it.
That foul is going to be on number 5, Cole McKinney. Is that his first? His first, team second.
Hannah now on the left wing. Working against Shively. Goes to Dolinsky. Kaser wanted to go down low. Not there. Cross court, skip pass. All the way over for Driveless. Open three, puts it in, and turns to the Trojan bench and tells everybody to be quiet. Shushing them after the three-pointer.
8-0 start for Falcons.
Student section loud in here. Oviedo can't get leaned in, kicks it back out. Shively down the corner, spin move. Shut off by Hannah, pull-up jumper, gets the friendly roll, and the Trojans get their first basket here the second half. Kaser now top the key. Works with the screen. He'll drive, kicks it out to Porter on the far side. Corner on top to Dolinsky. Driveless goes down in to Hannah. Impatient. This is a team that knows how to play well with the lead. Goes to Porter, straight away, alone for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Ashton Oviedo.
That's somebody right there. He has not gotten a basket to fall in.
Speaking of Oviedo, right on cue, he gets that one to go.
Was that Oviedo range?
It was plenty far enough away. I think he hit that one from the parking lot. As him and Dolinsky were having words, and Dolinsky says, hey, keep talking, look at the scoreboard. Dolinsky will go on the drive, working against Johnson, loses it, regains control, back to Kaser, kick out. Driveless thought about the three, pulls it back. He'll drive, back to Kaser. He'll be patient with the offense reset. Hannah, the big man for three. Can't answer back. Bruce Johnson with the rebound. Yates now with the basketball. To McKinney, thought about it, takes off, feeds it to Shively, goes up strong, draws the foul.
Yep. Everybody's looking up above, but they didn't see down below.
That foul's on number 3. Is that what he just said? Yeah. Silas Kaser, his second, team second. I didn't think that was on Kaser.
Shively off the free throw line, can't get that one to go. Connor Large will check in for Cole McKinney, and Kaden Graham will check in for Shively following this free throw. Shively again, back iron, empty trip from the free throw line. Kaser now in transition. Dolinsky now with it, goes to Driveless in the corner. Connor Large closes out on him. Oviedo reaches in and takes it away. And a foul call coming on the Falcons.
That foul's going to be on number 24, Jack Porter. That's his second, team's third.
Oviedo to bring it up. Kaden Graham just checked in. Cole Shively gets a break. Leads it for Connor Large. Nice feed to Oviedo. Tries to go up and under. Can't get it to go. Kaden Graham hangs with it. Graham goes up strong off the glass. Can't get it to go. Still fighting for it. Bryson Hannah reaches up and takes it away. Hannah pushing it up to Dolinsky. Driveless there to bail him out. He'll stop. Kicks it right back. Dolinsky, no look pass. 3-pointer on the way for Driveless from the corner. Off the mark. Tipped around. Oviedo gets there. There's no Falcon in the vicinity to get a hold of that one. Down to Yates in transition.
Base.
And a jump ball call, and he'll stay right here with the Trojans. And the coaching staff on the Falcons sideline not happy there as they had 2 players that could have got to that basketball off that long rebound, but nobody went to it.
I can say this. I'm sure that made Travis Handa had a little more gray hair like me.
Well, hey.
I can say that to him.
Yeah. Oviedo, nice defense by Dolinsky to hold him up. Down to Yates. Yates with a pretty move up and in. Kaser now top the key. Connor Lars trying to cut him off. Oviedo trying to knock it away. Kaser retreats back. Directing Porter. Hands it off to him. Dolinsky now in the corner. Back to Dribeless. Dribeless drives. Kick out to Kaser. Kaser wanting a call. He'll drive strong. Goes up strong in the lane. Up and in.
That gets him up 10 points for this evening.
Goes to Johnson, the left wing. Back to Connor Large up top.
Ooh.
Had a thread of needle there to get to Caden Graham. Baseline jumper from the corner. No good. Porter with the rebound. Hannah crossover, the big man goes up, and I'm going to get a blocking foul on Caden Graham because he wasn't set.
That foul is going to be on number 12, Kaden Graham. That's his first, team's third.
Kaser to Dolinsky, up strong, draws the foul, and an N1 opportunity coming for Joe Dolinsky.
That foul is on number 22, Bruce Johnson. That's his third, team's fourth.
Yeah, it's too hard to scrub it there.
Joey Shue will check in as Bryson Hanna gets a break. Has a long talk with Dad over there as he tries to father-son coaching moment there.
That's his first time being out of the game, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Dolinsky converts the N1 opportunity and pushes that lead to 14. 25 seconds to go in this game that felt like it's flown by here tonight.
Yes, it's been moving pretty well.
I don't think so. I think it's been long.
Hands off and leaves it for Oviedo. Here comes Dribus, goes right back to Bruce Johnson. Johnson to Yates. Yates, he'll drive, goes up strong with the left hand, draws the foul with 7.6 remaining.
That foul's on number 20, Joey Shue. That's his third, team's fourth.
So the Trojans have struggled 43% from the free throw line here tonight, 3 of 7.
Oh, Bryson's going back in.
Yates gets that one to connect. Yates perfect on another trip to the free throw line, 7.6. Kaser lets that ball roll as far as he can, picks it up, works with the screen, kicks it to Dolinsky, three-pointer on the way, in and out. Hannah with the putback at the buzzer, off the mark. And we're heading in the fourth quarter, 37-25 is our score.
So that quarter scoring, Trojans still didn't quite catch up. Glenn had 13 and Triton had 9 in that quarter. Fouls were even at 4.
So I guess we'll talk about the schedule then, I guess. Use our usual thing here between the third and fourth quarter.
Yep, get that pulled up. It's going to start getting real busy. Didn't help that we had this rescheduled Winnemac game. So that got thrown into Monday night, so we'll be down there. If everything should work, we should have a broadcast for that. And then, like I said, we don't have it on there, but on Thursday night, it will be JV night at home with Culver. We'll have the boys and girls JV games. And then on Friday, we'll go down to Culver and we'll have the varsity boys and girls games. And then that following, starting on Monday, is bi-county week. So we're pretty well going to be camped at LaVille pretty much all week. We had them on the draw, and LaVille always hosts it. So we'll have a little crow's nest, and we'll be camping out up there.
So this fourth quarter, get ready to get underway here from TCU Gym, home of the John Glenn Falcons. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Anna McIntyre, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As the Falcons lead by 12, they've got out in front early in the first quarter and haven't looked back.
Speaking of quarters, it is the fourth quarter. They have not changed it on the scoreboard yet.
Did we change it on there? No.
We'll try it.
Okay.
No, don't change it there.
Kaser down the right wing. Out there with the usual starting five of Dolinsky, Hannah, Driveless, and Porter. The starting the five out there for the Trojans: Kaden Graham, Cole McKinney, Ashton Oviedo, Cole Shively, and Tyson Yates. They're five. As Hannah drives, kick out to Porter with the up fake. Goes right back to Hannah. Nice move. Hannah up and can't get the roll, but the putback's good.
So Bryson Hannah, he's got 11 points on the evening.
Oviedo deep three, puts it in.
That was parking lot.
That's still, he's only got 2 of those to drop. And that's it for him tonight, 6 points.
Kaser leaves it for Dolinsky. Back on top, he will return it. Driveless patient and try to work that clock. No need to hurry as they lead by 11. And these Falcons, good ball movement. Only 4 turnovers on the ball game.
And even for the Trojans, only have 4 team fouls, so we're going to have to work a little bit here just to even get a bonus, get them to the free throw line to maybe get some misses and get some attempts back at some shots for them.
Down to Dolinsky, kick out. Travis, he'll try a 3 all by himself. Can't answer back, tipped by Kaden Graham. Ran down by Porter, throws it off of Oviedo.
Yeah, it wasn't off his head.
Nope. But Joey Brunkstill, I bet he's feeling that one today.
Yep.
Funniest thing I've ever seen in an IU basketball game, I think.
Oh,
That's what you get for transferring.
No, they did say Trace and Joey is pretty good friends.
I didn't watch it yesterday.
Well, as
my dad was there.
On a rebound, Jackson Davis was going out of bounds and threw it off the head of Joey Brunk, and it went out of bounds.
That's, I mean, one way to do it.
And they replayed it a lot of times.
Yep.
What was it counted as?
It went out of bounds off Ohio State. All right, back to the matchup here. Bryson Hannah stops, goes down to Driveless, goes up. He'll draw the foul and can't get the N1 opportunity, but he'll go to the line for 2.
So we had a host of Trojans down there. See which one they picked.
That foul's on number 5, Cole McKinney. That's his 2nd, team's 5th.
And the Falcons, only 1 missed free throw on the evening. As the hot shooting streak from the free throw line. This is a team, like I said, perfection.
Yep.
Might be, nobody's perfect, but these guys here, extremely efficient.
The worst thing is they're only 2 for 12 behind the arc.
But, I mean, if we had the rebound button, I guarantee they're leading that. They've cleaned the glass well, second chance points, moving the ball well, limiting themselves on turnovers, getting points off of turnovers, especially in that first quarter. Has separated themselves early. Shively leaves it for Johnson. Catch and shoot 3 on the way. Bang! Puts it in!
So Bruce also, that's his 2nd 3-pointer.
Cuts the lead to 9. Kaser working against Oviedo. Drives, leaves it back out for Driveless. Back on top to Dolinsky. Dolinsky works with the screen. Goes back to Hannah. Kaser wants it in the corner. Waving off Dolinsky. He'll go baseline. Retreats back, leaves it for Hannah. Hannah now drives crossover back to Kaser. Like you said, let that offense take shape. That clock is your friend right now. A team that has been accustomed to playing the lead all season. Doing so right here in the second half. Kaser to Porter, back in the corner to Dolinsky. On top. Hannah calling for it down the low block. Cole Shively staying right with him. Kaser drives. And I think we're going to get a push call from the Trojans. Trojans faithful want to travel.
That was on number 12, Kaden Graham. That's his second, team 6th.
30-second timeout for the Falcons, I believe.
I don't know who it was on.
Oh, they pointed
Yeah,
it.
they just changed it. So
Okay.
Yep.
I thought I saw I'm pretty sure I knew what I saw.
Yep. Scoreboard was a little delayed till it got changed, but that helped.
So, Anna,
Yes.
you're down by 9. And that team's running down the clock. What kind of things are, if you're the Trojans, because like I said, you got to be extremely perfect the rest of the way out if you want to have a chance to push this Glenn team. What are you telling them if your Coach Grove's down there?
You know my favorite word.
Yes, I know it.
Intensity. Well, it's actually Coach Kroll's favorite word, but I kind of stole it. But you have to be intense and keep up with their offense and get those stops on defense, but also answer back and get those shots on offense. Getting those shots to drop, I think, will be crucial.
So the lineup's unchanged. Zielinski far side corner goes down to Hannah. Had to thread a needle there. Now Kaser all by himself in the paint. Didn't realize where he's out, but will retreat back and use that clock. Oviedo staying with him. Works with the screen left. Tries to feed Hannah, tipped by Oviedo. Now Kaden Graham goes back to Oviedo. Triton needs a basket here if they want to stay in this ball game. Oviedo steps into a deep three. Oh, off the mark. Cole Shively trying to run it down and can't get there. Well, they went out of bounds on Glenn.
I'm pretty sure I heard Coach Groves yelling Bryson at Ashton when Bryson was standing there waiting for that screen. He's a brick wall. Not much moving.
Groves calling off the out the inbound set. Goes to Johnson, back to Yates. Yates drives, goes up strong, can't get it there. Hannah tips it to Kaser. Empty trip for the Trojans. Zielinski up and in. At the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Leads at double digits. Hannah tips away. Kaden Graham tracks it down. He'll pull up for 3. Can't get that one to go. Goes to Hannah. Hannah past the half-court line. Down to Zielinski in the corner.
Cole Shively just pushed Hannah right out of that lane.
Porter now back to Hannah. Trying with fouls to give as Oviedo will start that.
That foul is going to be on number 10, Ashton Oviedo, his second, team 7th. Oh, that was rough.
If only she went to school with him.
And I always correct, like they'll say his name over the announcements, they'll say it wrong, like it's not how you say it. And I can't even say it right.
Oh my. Kaser goes to the line. 1-1 bonus here. First shot connects.
You know, I can still remember before back Oregon Davis game, one of the first times that he was a freshman. Even us, we didn't, it was like, oh, exactly how we had to have it. And we had to have Trent tell us.
Yep. Kaser misses the second one on that pair. Hannah with the hustle play, gets in there. And a jump ball call. Trojans get it back. Hannah was trying to get a timeout, but I don't know. I think Hannah just kind of covered up, and it didn't like a Trojan really got their hands in there.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. But I say they've been pretty quick tonight calling that jump ball just to stop the ruckus from somebody getting hurt.
Our first question, well, Andy's first question for Ashton when we went to Plymouth after that OD game was, how do you pronounce your name?
Yes, I did. I looked at him and I told him, I said, I mean no disrespect, but how in the world do we pronounce your last name? And he told me, and it's been, and we've used it ever since. Always liked Ashton. Great kid. I always liked his attitude. Always takes the time to talk to me.
One of those quiet ones. Seems to be quiet.
But hey, he can make noise on the floor. McKinney straight away goes to Yates on the left wing.
Oh,
feeds it to Shively, can't quite corral it. That was the big basket they needed there. And Triton turns it over. Groves knew they had that one. Shively stuck to Hannah, and he'll foul him.
That foul's going to be on number 20, Cole Shively. Is that his third?
Yep.
Team's 8th.
And Hannah goes to the line. It's perfect on his one trip. That was an and one opportunity in the third quarter. It was the second. It wasn't the fourth, I know that.
Yeah.
Gets that one to go. Lead separates the two teams by 15. Or 14.
Another push. Yep.
That foul's on number 10, Noah Dribeless. Sure. His third, team's 5th.
So,
Might
these
be,
two.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Might be a good time to talk about the Bi-County.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll start with the bracket. The bracket's the same for the boys and the girls, although the location for the JV is opposite of varsity. So we'll start with varsity. Glenn's going to travel to Culver on Tuesday, January 18th. New Prairie's going to go to Oregon Davis. Bremen's at Argus, and Triton is at LaVille. And those varsity games on Tuesday start at different times. On Monday night, those all reverse, except the locations of all those reverse, except for Triton's going to be at LaVille, because LaVille always hosts the first round. So if Triton were to meet Glenn again, it's going to have to be in the championship game, because we're on the bottom and they're on the top.
And if I remember right, that probably is a pretty good possibility. If I remember what some of the other teams are. And I know New Prairie's in there, which Glenn just played New Prairie last night.
That Bremen-Argus game might be a pretty good game to go and see.
Yep. Argus 7-1 on the season.
Yeah, that's another
so,
good
I mean,
one.
they're a tough one. And Bremen, that'll be an interesting one to watch.
So, yeah, the JV's teams have to win to go on, but at least the varsities are guaranteed 2 games.
You know, and Triton and LaVille never disappoints.
No.
There's always a good basketball game. Oviedo leaves it for Yates. He'll drive off the baseline. Back to Shively. He'll guard the dribble drive. Spin move. Kicks out to Yates. Cross court. Skip pass to Cole McKinney. Johnson throws it off to the side, and Johnson gets knocked to his feet. I understand went out of bounds on the Trojans.
Timeout.
A timeout. And Glenn got a timeout off that. I couldn't quite tell where the basketball was at.
I didn't think he quite had enough possession to call a timeout.
You know, but like I said, he had plenty of time over here because like that jump ball call they called that Triton got the ball back. You know, they kind of trapped it. See where the basketball went here. He's passed just a little bit across. Yep, Hannah had it.
Yeah,
just enough. I don't like the auto-generated because that is not what I said.
Yeah,
this is why Siri and I get in so many arguments. That is not what I said.
Yeah, the closed captioning on YouTube.
What'd the closed caption say?
Oh, it said cool mechanic, and it was Cole McKinney.
Cool mechanic. You got to start calling him that now.
No, I am not going to call him unless he tells me to.
That'd be funny.
Kaser gets it away from the trap.
Yeah, we'll go watch the elbows out there.
Porter now in the corner, just driveless. Feeds it down to Dolinsky. Dolinsky throws it back up. Kaden Graham reaches up and takes it away. Yates down the fast break, drives through, gets fouled, and a charge call. And Jason Groves not happy with that one.
Yeah.
Up to Hannah. There's a driveless down to Dolinsky. Throws it off the leg of Cole Shively. To Porter, to Kaser. As they play keep away here with the final 2 minutes of the ball game nearing.
Yeah, Yates has got a tough job there. He was underneath having to cover a couple guys clear across the east side of the lane.
Fouls on number 24, Tyson Yates. That's his third, team's 10th.
Kaser goes to the line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. The team, 9 of 12, 75%.
Hey, what was our prediction again?
Prediction by John Harrell tonight was 58-43. Had the two teams separated by 15 points.
So a little lower scoring, but the separation's still there.
Both these teams extremely well coached. Of course, Hannah winning a state championship. I believe the year before, Jason Groves won a state championship as he won that one up at Oregon Davis. And he's been at Glenn ever since.
In 07?
In 07.
Yep.
Girls won in 08.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
That's why I said the year separated the two of them.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
That was the last time he won a state championship?
Groves, yep. Was down there several times since, but didn't quite get pulled away.
But both these coaches, over 250 career wins. Yates up, gets the roll.
So that's good. His 12th point. He's leading the Trojans.
That foul's on number 3, Silas Kaser. That's his 3rd, team 6.
Kaden, okay, Yates had to tell him to get out of the road. Hey, I'm shooting free throws, pal, not you. Back up, this is my line.
You know, if it was just a foul, you could kind of.
And rightly so, as Tyson Yates, perfect tonight from the free throw line. Sorry, go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt your thought.
Oh, I was just thinking for, like you said, sometimes they're sneaking the wrong free throw person up there.
Fouls on number 20, Cole Shively. That's his 3rd, team's, no, 4th, team's 11.
So Groves having a long conference.
Yep.
It's 2 free throws coming up for driveless.
He's 1 or 2 line tonight.
Double bonus. Drills that one. And 4 of the 5 Falcons down on the Trojan side of the court. Showing some severe confidence. Driveless.
Yep.
Back iron, no good. Kicks it back to Yates. Goes to Oviedo. He'll drive. Runner on the way. Can't get that one to go. Gets his own rebound. Put backs up and in. Timeout.
So that's Oviedo's first 2-point field goal this evening.
A 30-second timeout for Groves. The team trails by 12. Still a long way to go for the Trojans.
Yep, that minute and a half.
And no, the clock is okay. They actually time.
Yep.
Let you know how much time's left in their
timeout.
Timeouts.
Oh yeah, we do have to preface that warning, I guess, when we do go up to Laville for the bi-county.
Yep.
We will be fighting that scoreboard all week. They have a nice video scoreboard, but our software that we use to decipher the digits has a heck of a time up there. So.
I do have good news, though.
Oh.
I seen this morning on Facebook that North Judson has a brand new LED scoreboard.
Ah, yes. We've always fought that one down there. They've had a few light bulbs out, and it would just cause havoc with our software. So that's great.
Travis to inbound. Trojans put on the pressure. The Falcons handle it, and Bryson Hanna will go to the line for 2.
Fouls on number 5, Cole McKinney. Says
third,
team's 12th.
Not the fellow that they should have been fouling. Perfect line of 3.
And Bryson Hanna, tough ball player, tough kid. They have to get out in the next couple years to watch him play baseball because apparently on the diamond, he's one of the best. Second one's good. Bryson Hanna, he's on the strike for the Falcons here. Perfect 5 of 5. Giving him 15 points. Game game high. Oviedo trying to get freed up. Dolinsky with the tight defense. Kaden Graham's the up fake, pulling up. Can't get that one to go, forcing it, and Kaser leaves it back. Cole Shively gets it now. Shively goes back up and gets it to go from the baseline jumper. Travis wanted a charge call. Triton needing to force it here. Kaser kicks out to Porter. Inside a minute to go. Back down, driveless. Thought about it, leaves it for Dolinsky. The Falcons draining time. And we get a foul call.
Look at that on Shively, it's his 5th.
Yep. Fouls on number 20, Cole Shively, that's his 5th, team's 13th.
Dolinsky's been there earlier, converting an and one opportunity. A big moment earlier.
Right now, Glenn has been the line 14 of 18. So their weakness is only 2 of 12 behind the arc.
At least here tonight. And for Glenn, the 11th game, or the 10th game out of 11, putting up over 50 points. Or 50 points or more. And I said that too early. Oviedo Triton trying to find a way. Kaden Graham, corner 3. Can't get that one to go. Yates tips it around, but Kaser comes away with it. And a foul call. And Kaser has been productive from the line, 3 of 4. He'll find his way there.
Fouls on number 10, Ashton Oviedo. That's his 3rd.
Yep.
Team's 14th. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets past 10. Make a lot of difference. It's enough.
In and out. My apologies to the Falcons.
Yeah,
I hope I didn't jinx them going over 50 points. My apologies. There we go. See, that's all I had to do. Now they're up over 50 points.
All you had to do is apologize.
That's all I had to do. Oviedo trying to get freed up. Step back 3 on the way. Can't get that one to go. Tipped around. Dolinsky's got it. And that'll just about do it as time's running out. The Trojans will get their 2nd loss of the season as they'll fall to 6-2. And the Falcons continue perfection as they'll improve to 11-0. The Trojans, as we said on Monday, will be at Winnemac for another conference matchup. And these guys here congratulating one another as they fought hard, both sides. 51-38 is our final here from TCU Gym, home of the Falcons. Andy O'Hara alongside Kenny Barnhart, Anna McIntyre, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler, as Kenny will read the stats off.
Tried to do it early to get it to go. It's getting closer. There we go.
There it is.
So, like I said, team stats here, free throws. Triton got to the line 10 times, got 6 of those to drop. Glenn, 22 attempts, 15 of those. 2 points, 7 of 17, 15 of 25. Only plus for the Trojans, shot 6 of 17, where Glenn only hit 2 of their 12 attempts. And turnovers are a big thing. They're 11 of 6 for Glenn. Hannah led the way with 15, Kaser with 14, Dribbleless with 10, Dolinsky with 7, and Shu with 3 for the Trojans. Yates with 13, Oviedo with 8, Johnson with 7, Shively with 4, and McKinney and Graham each with 3.
Well, Anna, finish us off.
Until next time, remember the Trojan way.